welcome back to another Axe Family video. Hope you're doing well with the smile on your face because it's a beautiful day. Today we're going for a horse ride with our new friend Scott. This is Scott.
Hello.
Scott is a longtime subscriber of our channel, and so we're super excited to be able to hang out with him and get to know him. And he's got these 3 beautiful horses, and he offered to take us for a horse ride, so of course we said yes. You want to be able to, like, if you pull it to your belly button and it's not tight, then you should probably take a little slack out. You want to have room to be able to pull it less than, I don't know, maybe 6 inches and stop the horse, but not tight enough that it makes them uncomfortable. Scott, thank you so much for taking us for a horse ride today. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks.
I was wondering if you'd be willing to just tell us a little bit about your horses.
Sure. So all 3 horses are ones that I've raised from foals, and 2 of them are brother and sister to each other. They're both crosses between a quarter horse and a Tennessee Walker.
Okay.
And then the youngest one is kind of a mystery baby. I call her my birthday surprise because she came the day before my birthday and was totally unexpected. I didn't know my mare was pregnant. I hadn't bred her, and my children came in from doing the chores one morning and said, "Dad, there's an extra horse in our barn." And I said, "What?" I thought maybe one of the neighbors' horses had come in, and I went out there, and here was this brand new baby foal, and my horse was pregnant and had this baby, and I was completely unaware and not watching for it, and just kind of came on its own. But it's been fun.
And an expert, and he says there's no way your horse would be that color if he was the sire. It's just physically impossible.
Yeah.
So we rule him out, and then there's a little teeny pony, like a little stud pony, so we rule him out. Then where I put my horses in that pasture over there during the summer, there's a stallion. Physically would have been the best match, and there's a chance he got loose and, you know, impregnated her. But I talked to the owners there, and they said during that time period he had never gotten out. There's no way it could have been him. And then there was another situation where another neighbor about a mile down the road, his horses got loose, like 7 or 8 of them, and they were just running down the road, and somebody was driving by, and just to get them off the road, just pushed them into my pasture where these horses were, and they were there for a day or 2 until the owner of the horses realized they were gone and came and got them. And so I talked to him, and even thinking maybe there was a colt or something that was maybe a yearling or whatever, and he said he did not have any male colts, and all of his older horses were either mares or geldings, and so we really don't have any idea how or where or when she got pregnant. So it was so weird. It didn't even cross my mind that she was pregnant, so I wasn't watching for it. I wasn't, you know, they get fat during the winter anyway when they're eating hay. Yeah. And she wasn't any fatter than any of the other horses, and I just totally caught me off guard.
And I've raised each one of them from foals and trained them and broke them and done everything on my own.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, and when you're able to do that, you have a bond with these horses that a lot of people don't get because they get them either already trained or a little bit older, but you have this connection. And have you noticed that when seeing other horses or working with other horses?
Absolutely. You know, I say that you can accomplish more with a horse in the first 48 hours than you can in the next 2 years, and so I think it's really important to start when they're a foal and just kind of bond with them, imprint with them right from the very beginning, and then it makes the rest of that process so much easier all the way through.
I don't know. What do you think? So there's a cow elk just right over there, and we were able to stop, and she was maybe, I don't know, 30 yards or so from us, just watching us. And so that was really cool. We heard her on our way up and decided to stay on the horses just to keep that hoof noise probably would be less disturbing for her than if we were on our feet. But this is just a really nice trail. It's kind of weaving through the trees up here, and it's super peaceful. And Scott said he sees quite a bit of wildlife up here. So. We think there's actually more elk back there because we heard a bull bugle, and then you could hear a few other cow calls. But we can only see one cow, but it sounded like there were more of them in the trees. And so the horse that I'm riding is his youngest, a little jittery. There's a bunch of like little grasshoppers that she's kind of paying attention to, and then as we go through the trees, if like a branch like brushes up against her or anything, she spooks a little bit. So as we go by branches, I've just been grabbing them and shaking them a little bit, and every time she jumps a little bit, and then the more I've been doing it, the less she's jumping. Or I'll like grab a branch and kind of bend it down and let it graze her as we walk by. And she didn't like that at first, but she's getting more used to it as we're going. So it's kind of fun to be able to ride a horse that is still learning. She's a 4-year-old, so she's doing awesome. I mean, she's an incredible horse. Still getting used to everything, and it just kind of keeps you on your toes. So this is the mom.
Yes, this is Xena. She's about 10 years old. And then her older brother is Strider. And then the youngest one, she's 4 years old, and her name is Coco.
Right. I was riding Coco today, Taylor was riding Xena, and Scott was riding Strider. Yeah, so I thought it was really cool.
There's some other horses going up the trail, and she wants to go with them.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say was, I thought it was really cool how much wildlife we saw today on the trail. We saw deer, elk, we saw hawk.
Yeah.
We saw some tracks that maybe it was a raccoon, or it looked like I saw some bear tracks as well.
Yeah, I think we did see some bear tracks. Last year I saw 4 bears on different trips while I was riding around these trails. So there are bears here. You don't see them a lot, but.
So if you guys saw the video earlier, the Nebo Loop with Taylor and I driving over this pass, this is actually where we came back up to go riding, and on our way here, Scott was the one that recommended that we take this road. It's just a beautiful place, but today we got to be able to take the horses back into the brush and be able to see a lot more that's up here. I mean, we're still in Utah, and this geography and just the ecosystem, the plants here is so much different than like the salt flats that we've seen. There's just a wide variety in Utah. Even the wild horses that we went to visit, you know, it's been really cool. So again, thanks for taking us out today.
Yeah.
It was a good experience. Yeah?
Yeah, it was fun.
You're welcome. It was fun for me too, and
Yeah.
it was great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, if you are new to the channel, go check out some of our other videos. Taylor and I are traveling around. We got all sorts of different kinds of videos out there. And push that subscribe button all the way in and click the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. And there's a big thumb war going on YouTube right now, so click that thumbs up button and we'll see you later. Hats off to you.